Once upon a time, there lived a tortoise in the animal kingdom. Tortoise had a green neck, 4 green legs, and a brown shell. He was small and round and walked very slowly. He was poor and lived in an old little hut along the river. His neighbor, Goat, lived in a big, beautiful house. Goat had silky black fur and 2 ivory horns on his head. He was a strong animal, and unlike Tortoise, Goat was very rich. Goat was also greedy and unkind, and he always made fun of Tortoise because he was poor and could not walk very fast.
The next morning, Tortoise woke up and went to the river to wash up. On his way, he saw Goat and said good morning to him. Goat responded by saying, "Don't greet me and not ask for food again. I will not give you any."
As he opened his door to step outside, he saw a pair of shoes on his doormat. These shoes were the most beautiful shoes Tortoise had ever seen. They were yellow and decorated with shiny stars and flowers. He picked up the shoes, put them on, and slowly made his way to the market square. Tortoise had no idea that these shoes would change his life forever. As he got to the square, there was a lot going on. All the animals were present. Some talked in groups, some sold their goods, some danced, and some played instruments. As soon as Tortoise heard the music, his feet began moving to the rhythm, and he started dancing in a way that amazed every animal around him and even himself.
As he danced, he noticed that the shoes were controlling his movement. He wondered briefly about the shoes and their power and decided that they were blessings from God. By the time Tortoise had finished dancing, he had 3 bags full of money.
That same evening, Goat waited outside until he heard Tortoise snoring noisily. He went into the hut through the back door and made his way to the bedroom. While Tortoise was sleeping, Goat emptied the pillowcase and took all the money he could find. He also took the yellow shoes from the floor. Tortoise was sleeping so deeply that he did not hear Goat moving around his bedroom.
Tortoise woke up the next morning and began to prepare for his trip to the market square. He entered his bedroom to collect his money. As he lifted the pillow, Tortoise noticed that all the money had disappeared. He looked at the floor where he had placed his yellow shoes, and they were gone too. He looked everywhere and could not find his money or his shoes. Tortoise was upset, and so he began to cry.
Donkey, lion, rabbit, snake, and tortoise searched high and low, far and wide, all around the animal kingdom. They asked family and friends, neighbors and strangers, but no one had a clue. The next house to be searched was Goat's house. Snake slid under the front door and searched all his rooms.
He did not find the shoes or money and was just about to leave when he saw something shining in Goat's closet. "The yellow shoes," said Snake. "If the shoes are here, I'm sure the money will be here too." He looked in every corner and finally found 3 bags of money under Goat's bed. They fit the exact description of the bags that were stolen from Tortoise, so Snake called out to his friends who were waiting outside. Donkey, lion, rabbit, and Tortoise all came in to see what Snake had found. Tortoise was happy to see his shoes and money, but he was also very sad to discover that Goat was the thief. As Goat neared his compound, he was shocked to find Tortoise, lion, donkey, rabbit, and snake gathered in front of his house. "What are you all doing in my compound?" he asked them angrily. "You know why we are here," Tortoise said to him. "Why did you take my shoes and all my money?"
"All these years, we have been neighbors. You have been so unkind to me, Goat. I begged you for food and you did not give me. But I shared my food with you when I was able to afford it. And yet, you stole from me. Why?" asked Tortoise. At this point, Goat began to realize how badly he had behaved towards his neighbor. He remembered the times when Tortoise had begged him for food and he had refused, and also remembered how kind Tortoise had been to him when the animals had given him all that money.
Goat had no excuse for his behavior and truly felt sorry for what he had done. He begged Tortoise to forgive him and said he would never treat another animal that way. Tortoise was a very wise and forgiving animal. He forgave Goat and they became very close friends.
In 2009, we decided to bring 10 children together and organize a creative writing workshop for them. These were like the most brilliant students in the program. They came together after weeks of being inspired by different stories from around the world, especially Africa. At that time, they were coming from a background where they've been deprived, disadvantaged, and they've been out of school for a while. So we brought stories to inspire them. They watched a movie, Aquila and the Bee, about a disadvantaged black American girl who, against all odds, excelled and won a spelling bee. They also watched the classic Cinderella story. They came up with a story, The Tortoise and the Magical Dancing Shoe. This book teaches about morals, it teaches about greed, contentment, and the need to imbibe the character of the, should I say, the attitude of forgiveness in spite of all.